Happy New Year, guys, 2020. What could possibly go wrong?
Coronavirus.
A pandemic started. Everybody needed to be locked in their house. Suddenly, out of nowhere, this little indie game from 2016 started to gain popularity and was in an immense hype. People saw the Among Us character everywhere. Nowadays, I'm so unsure if something is Among Us looking like or not, that I want to make a robot that defines it for me. We first need to define what an Among Us is. We of course need to use object detection. The probably most popular and best open source object detection is YOLO. Then I of course need to train YOLO on the object detection of Among Us. So of course, if you want to use a custom data set, you will need to take hundreds, maybe even thousands of pictures of this thing you want to train it on and have it all manually select. Now luckily somebody already did that for me. I've then trained the YOLO v5 on the Among Us dataset. This took about 22 hours. It's also pretty funny to see how the CPU usage is suddenly just fucking dropping the moment it's done. This huge fucking drop. Great, I've now trained my computer for 22 hours just to have this small little file. I can now just transfer all the YOLO v5 files over to my Raspberry Pi. Actually, let me get that. Oh fuck. Ooh, wow, I think I'll kill myself because of the ivy tape. Now my plan was every time when it's detecting an Among Us, it blinks up a little red LED. But if it doesn't see any Among Us, it blinks up a green LED. If it sees an Among Us, it blinks up a green LED. And if it doesn't see an Among Us, then it blinks red LED. Yeah, right. Wow, I have severe brain damage. I'm just gonna all pack that in a little casing that's gonna be 3D printed. Actually, it's not gonna be 3D printed. So I'll just make it out of cardboard. Alright, I have it built. Not only the box, but also the whole insides. We got the green LED, we got the red LED, we got the camera, we got the trigger. Gonna try it out. It is Among Us, guys. Yeah, it works fairly good and fairly well, but I have a couple of problems. The first one is, although it is mobile, it is still pretty big. And the Raspberry Pi is pretty slow. Now YOLO v5 is generally pretty slow, also for my PC. On the Raspberry Pi it is significantly slower. So if I want to have it more mobile, I'll need to have it running from my PC, but giving the input from my phone. So I made a simple Discord bot that takes the image and processes it on my PC through YOLO v5 and sends the results back. So I buckled up and went to the Mauerpark. It's really windy, but let's look at some Among Us. You can see it. In a couple of seconds I'll get the response, if it's Among Us or not. People are looking at me, so... But I already got a response. It is not Among Us. That one definitely looks a bit sus. Bad news, it is not Among Us. But wait, I have great news, It's found Among Us. Ooh. So when you zoom in, you can see here, it found an Among Us. I told you guys, graffiti are a pretty safe thing. You can always find there's some Among Us. I think I'll add just my own Among Us. See the results in a minute. Oh, it is Among Us. Nothing much happened. I took a picture of another trash can and, well, it is Among Us. I hate filming in public. I'll kill myself. I don't know if you liked it, support me or something, you know. If you have money, you can give me it so I won't go bankrupt because of those videos. Luckily, this one I barely had to spend any money, but on the last couple, you know, they were pretty expensive. You know, I would really appreciate that. I don't know what I'm even saying, so only nice comments or I'll fucking block you.